Hi everybody, welcome back to Living Our American Dream. Today's video is going to be an interesting one. So I said a while back that I got that 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL. We finally got a nice sunny day today, and I don't think there's going to be any rain in the forecast, and it's going to be in the upper 70s. So I'm going to take the top and the doors off that thing, and we're going to see what that looks like without all of the stuff on it. So, but first I wanted to show you guys a few things. Last night we got hammered with rain here. I intended to do some food plot tilling today. Matter of fact, I went and got the rototiller for the tractor from my brother, but we got hammered, and my rain gauge from last year got broken, so I don't even know how much rain. But Marcus, turn around here real slow and show them what we got here. Over here on the road, if Mark turns around here, you're going to see our creek, and we're down the street right now at another edge of our property, and the water is over the road. I don't know, maybe a foot where it dips down right there. And I'll show you a couple more spots where the water's pretty high in the backyard too. But yeah, this is why we're kind of stuck in the barn today. So stick around, let's go take the top off the Jeep. Yeah, so before we get started on the Jeep, guys, look at over here. This is Monica's raised flower garden, or sorry, vegetable garden. We were gonna plant this weekend. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, look at this backyard here, completely flooded. Some of my implements are underwater, and this little hill right here behind Marcus where the RTV is parked on, that's the edge of our septic field. So it looks like it's still below the septic field, you know, enough that it shouldn't be a huge problem, but obviously not good for the field. But yeah, all that grass back there, that's all full of water. You just can't see it. And then over there by the other tree line, we were just over there behind Grandma's house, that's full of water too. So I'm gonna say it's gonna take a while. If you look at that implement right there, that's my box blade. You know, that thing's gonna be probably 18 inches high, the box. So that's how much water's there. And yeah, a lot going on here. So anyway, let's go take the top off the Jeep. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the doors off. And in case you don't never seen this or never done this before, Jeep gives you a little tool set here, and we're just going to start with this. I did take one door off in the past just to see how it works. So basically there's two hinge bolts, and then there's a retainer bolt on the inside of the door, and then there's a little web thing that kind of retains the door from swinging out too far. We have to take those things off, and then the door lifts right off. Let me show you. First time doing this, I'm going to go ahead and use the toolkit that Jeep gives us. But I think in the future, in order to expedite this process, if you were to take a drill, so that comes right off there. Now the door's still in place. The door will still work. It's just sitting on the hinges. Okay, so now we got the hinges loose. The next thing we need to do is we need to take that bolt out, and then inside of this door panel, there's a plug that needs to come out. Let's do that right now. All right, guys, so we've got this off of here. Look down here, Mark, if you can see this. This retainer came out of here, and then this plug, there's a little red tab you got to push up, and then this white slider, you got to slide that up, and then this plug kind of just falls right out of there. And they tell you the easy way to do that is just to tuck it into the door panel here. Now, they give you a little grab handle underneath here and a spot right here, and we should just be able to lift this door right off of here. Marcus is going to show this, and then he's going to go reposition, and we'll show you where we're going to hang these at. So the door should come right off, just like that. Now these doors are somewhat heavy, so you got to be ready to make sure you're ready to know where you're going to go with them. In this case, for us, I purchased some of these coated bike hooks, and my plan is to take each door and hang it on the bike hooks, just like this. Should right there. So we'll put the next door here, and the next door here, and the next door here, and I've got a nice easy place to hang the doors. Guys, this little compartment back here, Mark's going to show you, they got a spot for you to put all of your hardware so that you don't lose it. This section says door hinges, this section says roof, this section says windshield. this one was out and down.
Yeah, out and down.
And then this got a little tab. You push the tab in, and then you pull the little thing out. So there's no, is the camera on? Yeah, so I was gonna tell you, but I'll tell the camera. There's no motors in this door for the window since it's a manual window, but you still have a sensor in here that tells us whether or not the door is closed. So the driver knows whether the door is closed. So you gotta disconnect that sensor, and basically when the doors are off, it just doesn't work. So that sensor is no longer active. So we just get this out of the way. Now you gotta be careful when these are undone, because this door will swing all the way forward and slam into the front. All right, so we got the top parts and the doors off. One thing you gotta have on here to be road legal in the state of Michigan is you have to have mirrors still. So I bought these mirrors, they actually arrived yesterday. I think they're pronounced Steinjager's, the company that makes them, but they go right on the post right here for the door hinge, and they bolt on the bottom. They've got a slot on the back side so they can't turn back and forth. They look like they're gonna be decent mirrors. So I got those on. They go on with one bolt, so pretty easy. And then Mark, if you back up to your left, Mark, and show up here our lifting rig here. We have, there's 8 bolts that hold this top down. There's 3 in here on each side, and then there's 1 here on each side. We've taken all of those off. And essentially what I've done here, I seen one of these online, and I liked the way that it looked. So I kind of made my own. It grabs the top, just like the factory one, or the one that I found online would. And you just hook it up like this, and you're able to take your hoist, or a hand crank if that's what you have, or whatever you have, and you should be able to lift this thing right off of here.
The other
So they're
side.
pretty even now.
The other side started to lift off.
Now the other thing that I wanted to make sure everybody knows is there's a, come around here, Mark. There's a plug in the back of here that runs your windshield wiper. Back up so you can see it a little bit, not too close. Plug that runs the windshield wiper, and then the windshield wiper fluid thing. There's a spot for both of these. The plug just plugs into here, temporary. So it'll sit there, and then there's a little clip right here for your windshield washer thing. And then you're completely detached, and we're ready to lift this thing up. Ready?
Yep.
We're not centered, but we are off. So I think
We should be able to lift it straight up.
Yeah, I think we should be able to pull out from under this right now. And then after we get out from under it, we can recenter, and we'll learn a little bit about where we gotta be to keep this thing centered. Because it's obviously heavier back here with the windows and stuff than it is in the front. Bounce off of it. How easy it's gonna be to
That's about right.
So this is what this thing's gonna look like, kind of balanced. So what we're gonna do, Marcus and I, we're gonna take a measurement from here, around, and then back to here, and we'll cut us some straps, some dedicated lengths, so I don't have to worry about the ratchets. We'll make them both the same, and then we can have this strap where it goes on here and it won't ding any of the paint or anything up. So here's the Jeep for the first time out in the daylight with all of the accessories off, all the tops, doors, sides, all that good stuff. Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to taking her for a ride. It looks like we got some rain clouds over there maybe. We'll see if that stuff will pass. Maybe we can take a ride this afternoon. This is Memorial Day weekend, and my intention was to leave it off all weekend. And whenever we got a nice open patch of weather, just take her for a ride. There is a balloon show in a neighboring town. We might run over and take a peek at that, but Yeah, look in the background there, you can see all that water. This water's come up about, I'd say probably a good foot and a half since we got up this morning. That's our video on taking the top off the Jeep. We're gonna take this thing for a ride, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you have any questions or comments or easier ways to do this maybe, let me know. This is my first time of trying this, and I'm definitely learning here, so I'm having fun doing it. So appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.